Let's talk more about this. Let me bring in Mr. Liu Zhiqin, Senior Fellow at the Chongyang Institute for Financial Studies at Renmin University of China. Great to have you with us as always, Mr. Liu. Now, in the first half of 2024, imports and exports of China's private economy hit over 11 trillion yuan, accounting for 55% of China's total foreign trade. How important is the private sector to China's economy? And what are some of the major challenges that it's facing now?
I should say that this private section or private economy in China's economic development as a whole is very important. I should say maybe it's a top important issue in China because in the past 30, 40 years that the private economy played a very important role to promote the modernization of China's economy. This is a right hand or left hand. If we take the state-owned company as the left hand, and I think the private economy should be the right hand. So both hands are the major driving force for China's modernization. So there's no doubt that there's very important for the private economy in China. So actually, for the private economy in the time to come, that they should emphasize or to strengthen its competitiveness and also inclusiveness in order to meet the new challenges ahead.
Now, in your view, how can the business environment be further optimized for the private sector?
That is a good question because many companies are really willing to know this. They have to optimize the environment of the doing business because as we know, the environment including hardware and software. From software side, we need more efforts to make a more friendly and inclusive atmosphere for the private sector, especially by the law enforcement and also in other the local government regulations regarding this talented people and also regarding this the treatment of the entrepreneur from the enterprises, because we have also some challenges how to deal with the difficulties of the private sector that they had, especially for this. For instance, they have met some problems about the debt cuts. For instance, some state-owned companies or even local government that own the money from the private section that they have not time or they haven't enough the budget to pay back to this company. This is also one thing that the local government will try their best to fulfill their enforcement and obligation and commitment that they have promised. So for the future, I think our government will issue more positive and supportive policy to support the private section in order to get the Chinese modernization in a right and a smooth and sustainable way.
Thank you very much for sharing your perspectives with us, Mr. Liu Zhiqin. Live was there.